Welcome, everybody, to the Midnight Frogs Podcast. It's been a long time. Haven't been in the best of moods, but we're finally back. We've got a proper episode of the Midnight Frogs Podcast, not just going to talk about the episodes. For you guys in the chat, stick around until the end of the podcast if you can, because at the end, we've got a contest, and we're going to detail the contest at the end of the show. But first, some life shit. Yoshi has a job.
Yay for me!
Woo!
I work at a BJ's, and no, that does not stand for blowjobs. I'm just gonna say that right now. I wish, but no, it's a cool job. I'm a cashier, and I bought a 3DS with it, and I'm making money, and I'm doing this before I go to college, because yeah! And
I got a 3DS too.
Yeah, but you use your college money for that. I had to earn mine.
Actually, your parents bought it for you.
Yeah, but still, like, the fucking bank wouldn't take my damn check, so, in a way, you know, I had the intention of doing it.
And like that, the whole news turns a depressing turn into, I had to buy it for you.
Thank you, Thorn. It's bad enough I'm poor. You want to throw that out there? Oh, wait, too late. I did it for you.
Yeah, thanks.
And because he didn't write it down, I feel like I should mention I have a job, too. Woo! Didn't buy a 3DS with it, but I have a job. Finally.
Yeah, where do you work?
I work at the Apple Store.
Is that fun?
It is actually a lot of fun. It's busy as hell, but it's a lot of fun. I make the monies.
I want to work there.
Are you like one of the geniuses people that they talk
I point out, that's like the most common question I get. Because they're like, oh, are you a genius? No, I just sell whatever crap they end up giving me. But yeah. Exactly. I sell cleaning materials to them, even though they already own them. I don't make any money at it. No, I mainly sell iPhones. That's pretty much what I mostly do there. But yeah, equals money, and I really need money, and I love money, so there.
Yay. So, Thorn, how's your job?
Oh, it's great. I spend hours working on these videos that don't pay for anything.
Tubular!
Hey!
You bought a 3DS with it, so hey.
With Travis and I, Jetter's Abridged 3 is finally being made after months.
It's actually going to be coming out probably in the next few days, I would imagine.
I'm editing it right now, like as we speak. You guys can't hear me clicking or anything. But for this, there's going to be a bit of a change up. Code Black Hayate isn't writing this one with us. She's not going to be writing any more of the episodes after this. It's just me and Travis, but it's not turning out any different because Travis and I wrote the last two episodes for the most part anyway.
Yeah, for the most part, I mean, it was a lot of code just sitting there going, well, I'm not doing anything. I felt bad.
I'm just going to look pretty.
Let's just say the intro, well, this one will have exactly like 2% of her input just because the intro was kind of her idea.
Was it? I can't remember.
Yeah, I remember that she was the one who came up with that originally, back at the very beginning when we were coming up with concepts.
Okay. Yeah, other than that, it's not going to be any different really. She's still voicing with us, she's just not writing. So, she's still shouting all that. And also, Thursday on Thanksgiving was Vorhias's birthday. So I want everyone in the chat to go to youtube.com/laserbucks, that's his new account, and wish him a belated Fappy Thanks Birthing in those exact words.
Fappy Thanks Birthing.
Fappy Thanks Birthing.
That sounds like such a positive note to leave. It's going to leave you right in the exact right mindset to be like, yeah, I had a good day.
He's gonna look at this and be like, what the fuck?
Belated Fappy Thanks Birthing, since his birthday is already passed. But alright, moving on to the Let's Play and TheStrawhatNO updates. Bomberman Jetters and Agent Under Fire are both ending soon. The collection videos are going up. I put up the last of Jetter's collection videos today, so later this week we're going to be doing the very last mission for Jetters. And Agent Under Fire is going to be going up sporadically until then. Once both of those are completed, I'll be moving on to Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess for the Wii. There's already a Let's Play of that going on Something Awful for the GameCube version, but I wanted to do the Wii version because I can't think of any other games I want to Let's Play that I'd have fun with. And also, the guy doing the GameCube version of Twilight Princess is really dull, so just wanted to put something fun out.
Just lay the guy out there like a used napkin.
Well, he's not. No, it's not Mr. Fail Game. Oh, it's a dude called JD864. He's an alright guy. It's just he's very slow
Yeah, that rolls off the tongue.
with his commentary. Yeah, no.
Very slow. He's pretty fast.
He plays it alright. He's not a very interesting commentator. That's really it. Alright, now the Midnight Frogs. In between episode 13 and episode 14, we reached 2,000 subscribers.
Yay for us!
Woo! How do we do that?
Night? I really want to know, actually.
Yeah, we seem to reach like 100 in between each episode.
Yeah, a good minimum or so, and then occasionally it'll stop. Like, it'll stay a certain number for a while, and they'll just kick up again, but it seems fine.
The last episode is shorter than I expected to be, but I found it very funny. I think I just like any episode with Doro in it, personally.
Well, who doesn't? It's Doro.
We've had shorter episodes, too.
Yeah,
I
remember
think episode 3 was fucking short.
3 is the shortest.
It was the shortest before we remade it, anyway.
Then it got even shorter.
We're talking about Moo Kuro and Birdie, so hold that thought.
Please.
Also, if any of you are curious what happened to the episode 12 podcast, I didn't enjoy it while it was happening, so I decided not to upload it. So that's why I didn't post it or anywhere.
I don't even remember doing it.
It was on Vocal.
Was I on here, or was it a blur?
Was that the one where Lily was in there?
Yeah, Lily, J-Pace, I think Travis was in there.
Oh, that was in there.
Yeah, I remember he was there. It was all like stuff and stuff.
I didn't remember what we talked about. I didn't think we talked about episode 12. Not even sure about that.
No, it slowed to a crawl very quickly, so no wonder you guys don't remember it.
I only remember good points in my life.
That's how I live it.
Yeah, the one with J-Pace's parachute hair.
Yeah, and the ocarina guy in the side, like, toot toot, we're trying to fucking do a thing and you won't shut up.
Yeah, probably a good thing I didn't upload that. Alright.
It would have just led to rage and sadness.
That's it. You guys don't have any updates for the Midnight Frogs, do you?
Me?
Or anything I might have forgotten.
What Travis is gonna, what the hell is he gonna say?
Yeah, Travis is taking over the channel. We're gone.
You guys,
I'm going on vacation forever. I'm no longer
thank you for
here.
leaving me the responsibilities. I don't know any Sergeant Frog episodes, but hey, I'm just gonna look up whatever I can find on YouTube and linking you to those videos and saying it's abridged. Well, that's how we'll roll from here. And you guys will love it. 2,000 subscribers!
Yeah! It somehow gets even more.
It could work.
I end up with 800,000 subscribers. Like, what the hell did he do? I'm a good salesman.
He works at Apple. He asked.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I work for Apple.
Okay.
Moving on.
We're going to talk a little bit about the last 2 episodes, since we didn't have a podcast for 13 or 14. Did we? I don't fucking remember.
No.
Okay. We didn't have one for 13, and this would technically be the one for 14.
Yeah.
Let's see, starting off with 13, a lot of people, including ourselves, think it wasn't our best episode.
Yeah, I think it was good enough, but it's not really, like, it's not like, 11 or 10 or, it's not even 2.
No, I'm willing to admit it was a bit off.
Yeah.
There were a couple reasons why, I think. When we started writing the episode, it took us 3 or 4 tries before we could find an episode that we actually wanted to use for this.
Yeah. We have a process in how we actually get and, put the episodes together. So, we don't plan, so far, okay, episode, we don't do, season 3 is gonna have this and season 4 is gonna have that. We just get a whole list of them and then we just decide which one we're gonna use.
I like how basically episode 12 and 13 were the part 1 and part 2 of, hey Travis, you want to get involved? Fuck it, we're not waiting for you anymore.
Well, yeah, we're like, okay, let's wait for Travis. Okay, he never showed up. Let's just go.
Hey, that's why they just wrote me down to being Paul. We gotta get him involved somehow.
No, I think that was it because I was really out of it for 13. First day I was sitting there brain dead, just sitting there. We could use some help for this. She's like, we don't need it.
I'm thinking, we don't need it. We did like 12 other fucking episodes. Why do we need his help? What's he gonna do? Oh, look, I'm Travis. Hey.
Like, if not even Travis, somebody, because I was gone. I had nothing.
That's exactly how it sounded, Yoshi. Really, thanks for that. I'm Travis. Hey, I'd like to put my name and stuff. Waka waka.
Well, have you heard yourself talk?
Fuck you.
But
I have not. I could totally sound like that. I mean, I'm gonna get all self-conscious now, thanks.
But no, like, I was trying. Like, I was throwing some ideas at Thor, and he's just like, Yoshi, I think we need some fucking help here. I'm like, no, we don't. We're fine. And we ended up doing it anyway, so.
It's not that we've done episodes before. That's obvious. But those episodes came out smoothly and naturally. This was almost a disaster at the start. Like, with how much of a dam it was. That's why I was saying we could use some help to get the juices flowing.
I'd probably just throw up random words and be like, you want to use that?
It'd be a start. We didn't even have that.
Hammers to the love boat? I mean, is that word going to work for you guys? Just throwing it out there. We can add that to 15.
Well, we made Elisa and Fuyuki a couple. We might as well.
That's true.
Just cause.
That's how episode 2 pretty much came about. It was just a lot of us going, strange word or song out of my head, guys.
I hate broken sidewalks. Travis, that's great.
And it was.
To be fair, I came up with some lyrics too.
Yeah, you did.
I was just the one who was like, we don't know how he's gonna answer. I'm like, he's not gonna answer. He's just gonna sing. Fuck it. Why not? It's Caro. We'll work with it.
Just throw him on Broadway. It doesn't fucking matter.
Well, that's kind of what happened. I mean, like, I'm not going to spoil too much, but writing for Jetters was just a lot of, I like songs. Let's do that.
Let's see, what were the episode ideas we had? There was the Elisa episode we ended up using.
There was the Fuyuki one where he was going to be like, I'm a detective, and we didn't do that one.
Yeah, Fuyuki is doing some detective work in their school after hours because people see ghosts. And we were going to do that because it would also tie in with Halloween, but then we had no ideas either.
Yeah, I remember you saying, like, I want 13 to be a Fuyuki one. Like, that's one of the main reasons why, like, Fuyuki had so many lines. Because another thing we do is we need, like, I want this episode to be a Moa one, this one to be a Tamama, something like that. Mm. And, let's see, I remember there being a few others, too. At least I think.
It's because this season we wanted to give some some underused characters their own episodes.
Yeah, we wanted to give the human characters more, because, like, season 1 was like, the frogs, and then, like, occasionally those, like, the human guy would say something, but...
Probably not going to be able to give one to Moa, because Code's so busy all the time.
Probably not, and besides, like, in, like, many episodes, she doesn't even have many of her own. I think, like, altogether, honestly, like, I looked through the list, of 365 episodes, I forgot how many there are. I looked at the list, and, like, only, like, 4 of them have her name in the title. So it's like even they're like, I don't give a fuck, it's Moa.
And even then, it's not even guaranteed she's even in the episode. It's just with her name on it. We called it Moa, and then she just goes, hi, walks away. At the very beginning.
She's just there in the background.
And every time she tries to say something, someone interrupts her.
And here in Sergeant Frog Abridged, she literally is just in the background.
Yeah, she accomplished her mission. What the hell is she gonna do now?
Yeah.
She accomplished her mission, like, within the first few episodes, and they're like, well, fuck, we don't know what to do with her now.
first few hours of being on the planet, I think.
No, it was like within the week of her showing up.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember the transition and like the car and the thing. Another thing I saw often for 13 in the comments was like, oh, this was a good filler episode. Every time I saw that, I'm thinking, do you know what you're fucking watching? And I don't mean that offensively. I mean, this show doesn't have a fucking plot. Everything is filler. Almost every episode is filler in Sergeant Frog Abridged. I hope you all realize that.
I've been there during the writing process, and a lot of it, we don't sit there and go, let's go really in depth on how we're trying to develop these characters here. It's more of a, hey, it'd be funny, and that's usually
that's about it. That's how they go.
I do try to develop the characters more.
Well, yeah, I mean, we try
like
to what the characters are, but I mean, it's not one of those things that we feel like, it's not going to be Lord of the Rings where they're going to travel to a Mount Doom and defend, Middle Earth. It's just more of Caro having issues with his sexuality. The end.
Yeah, that's an important problem in the world. Okay,
it is really.
I mean, it's not going to be like Doro episode 27. Oh, he's actually the bad guy. Woo!
That would be kind of a funny episode where one of them is, I mean, they're all kind of dumb, but one of them just kind of comes to this thought process that he's the villain.
Just fun.
Just out of nowhere, it's like, my God, I'm the villain.
It's not even like how cool he would have a reason later on. It's just all of a sudden, maybe I'm the bad guy.
Maybe I've been the bad guy this whole time. Maybe Caro's thought process that he's sabotaging the team is because he's evil.
Oh God, that reminds me of this sketch from Mitchell and Webb over in the UK. It's of them. It's like they're in Nazi Germany. They're Nazis. David Mitchell looks around, sees the skulls everywhere, and asks his partner, "Are we the villains?" And
no.
It's a funny I'd like to see something like that. But then that would be stealing from Mitchell and Webb, so.
I think it would be like we just kind of told everybody who's listening. So.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, we don't have to make them Nazis or looking at skulls, so.
No.
We're not Indiana Jones.
I think I don't think it's stealing if the abstract idea is kind of similar, because hell, in comedy there's nothing that's that original. So.
Except for you, for some reason.
Well, half the shit I come up with is in my head, but I feel like someone's done it at some point.
I've never heard half of anything you've said before.
I know. I've never heard I hate broken sidewalks in my life.
Honestly, I'm just like, I was like, you know what, I hate broken sidewalks, especially when you're on, because I just remember as a kid, I had one of those scooter things, when those Razor scooters, when they were really popular. I guess I wasn't a kid, more of a younger teenager. And
last year.
Last year, but I was riding down the sidewalk on this thing, and my sidewalk's not exactly, they put it in very good shape. It's not exactly new. And with my height, it was building a lot of momentum and speed, so I felt like I was going at least 35 miles per hour. And I couldn't put my foot down, or I knew I was going to wipe out, so my brother was behind me, and I was just screaming, "Help me," the entire time, because I thought he could somehow stop my movements. And you know what stopped the movements? The broken sidewalk did, and I went flying face first into concrete. And I never got in that Razor scooter again.
Damn.
So, yeah, so in that way, I hate broken sidewalks is more appropriate.
I didn't realize there was a story behind it.
I think that's where it kind of dug itself into my brain.
I thought it'd be hilarious. Like, you just said that in the middle, in like midair, and then you fell.
Like, it almost freezes me in midair just to yell that. But I can tell you that half the shit I come up with is just more like, this is not going to be funny. This is just stupid. So.
And then we prove you wrong.
I guess that's how it works.
That's a partnership that works.
So I can tell you during the writing process for this latest Jetters, I heard Thorn laugh harder than I've ever heard him laugh in my life.
Yeah. It was actually before we started script writing.
Mm-hmm.
You had me incapable of breathing.
See, I did something, I don't know. But anyway.
Now I want to see Jetters 3.
It'll be out, with how it's set up, I think I can have it done on Wednesday.
Alright, cool.
This one's kind of dark, literally and figuratively.
I've noticed, like, Thorn lately has been all like, we should make our series a little more darker. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, you don't care. I like dark humor.
No, I like it too, but I probably not as much as you do, but.
I'm the one who came up with Doro's blood splattered across the wall.
I was sort of thinking that, but not like, and then when you sent me, like, one of the clips, I'm like, you should make it look more bloody. And you're like, great.
Yeah.
You're speaking my language.
No, I haven't been watching Evil Dead. It's just, that's how I am.
That's how he thinks.
Yeah, back to episode 13.
Right.
I noticed a couple of comments thought it felt rushed. I actually want to address this because I know I can see how it would feel rushed, but I want to point out our episodes never are. Like, we do each episode each month because we can. We're capable of that. We've been doing that for over a year now, and we're just that efficient. We're able to do it. If it does end up feeling rushed, usually it's my fault. I'll admit that. Like, if not the script writing, the editing, because there were a lot of places where I just didn't give a shit with the lip syncing or with the audio mixing, something like that. So if it felt rushed, for the most part, it just, I was in a bad mood the entire time.
Another thing is, if it really was rushed, like what we consider rushed, would we really upload it?
I don't know.
I think some people, when they mean rushed, it's just maybe the comedy styling of it, because a lot of times they have a hard time keeping up. Because that's one thing I notice about the series as a whole, is that it very much is it's comedies per second kind of thing. Mm-hmm. It doesn't give you much chance to sit there and kind of absorb it. It goes, hey, here's the next one, which I like myself, because I watch things like Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law, which is 11 minutes of that. So, I mean, some people are okay with it. Some people will sit there and kind of go, hold on, let me figure out what the joke is. But what I like about it is that you can watch it multiple times and laugh at different things, because there's just so much content stuffed in there that you can catch. But yeah, I mean, if I think that's what some people mean by rushed, at least, because I've seen that comment before.
Like, that's what I'm hoping. I hope it's not like they think that we didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping, because that's what I go for. I want them to watch it multiple times to see more things. I want a series that gives you more to see each time you watch it. Something with longevity. And basically, I want people who can think fast as our fans, not as the cesspool of the internet.
Or the people who ask, like, I love the people who ask, like, the really dumb questions. Like, I remember one was like, why does Kara call Tom a Mahan? I just threw my arms in the air and just went to get a taco, so.
You haven't answered that in 12 episodes of this series.
Yeah, but it's just, I don't need to say anything.
Well, it's kind of face palm, because you're literally going, are you watching it from episod 13 on?
And that wasn't like episode 1. That was like episode fucking 9.
But still.
Yeah. Well, episode, if that was the first episode they watched was episode 9, they're going to be left with a little confusion anyway.
If the first episode they watched was 4, they'd be lost. You really have to watch our series from the start.
Yeah, the first episode I watched was 4, because that's the first one you linked me to when you wanted me to voice Viper.
Yeah.
We were like, watch the good one.
I watched it, I was sitting there kind of going, funny, but I'm not really sure what's going on, but it's funny.
Hey, I was in a call with you on, like, after, or maybe before episode 7, and you were laughing.
I was laughing, especially because I told you there were some jokes in there that were actually making me laugh, which is kind of hard for a bridge series to do anyway. So I can't tell you how many times I watched Team 4-Star where I'm like, am I supposed to be laughing at this?
Thank you.
I could try, but I mean, it's sad when you're friends with the creators of that show and you can't even laugh at their own stuff.
Yeah.
So that is one of those things that, if they end up asking, what'd you think of it? I'm just like, nah. It's just not my thing.
I like the part where you said the word.
I've never heard a statement like that. So,
pointing it
to you, I guess.
I think it's just very much, and that was always kind of a stance I had about Abridging anyway, because somehow I've been involved in this thing for a few years now, is that anyone can make an abridged series, but not everyone's funny.
Yeah.
That's kind of hard.
The thing.
It's really, I mean, editing, especially when figuring out how to work with these computer functions and stuff, becomes easy enough because you can give tutorials about how to do it, what programs to get, all that kind of, et cetera, et cetera. And you can watch enough material to kind of get some sort of basis of how to make it. But it's hard for someone who's not funny to watch a tutorial to learn how to become funny.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't, well, for one, they might have one or two out there, but I've never seen one exist where it's like, I'm going to teach you how to be funny in 30 days or your money back.
Call 973-24.
And I've never gotten the comedy of, let's say there's a difference in watching an actual comedy movie and then watching something like, epic movie. Because epic movie is just pretty much a bunch of stealing comedy from other sources, which for some people is enough. I don't care for it. I think it tends to be rather boring and flat and uninteresting. And it's like, you want to kind of go, it was better the first time I heard it, sort of thing. So,
and half the time it's just things that people have already established. Like, oh yeah, see, it would have been dumber if you did this, and oh look, you made a movie around it. Thank you.
I think it's always funny when I read in the suggestions where they give a suggestion that we should do something that Team 4-Star did, or that you go. It would have been funny if you made a reference to Screw the Rules, I Have Money, because I find that funny from a joke they did. No, that's I don't really get the comedy in that.
Okay, Thorn. Next time we script write, let's do it with our faces. See what happens.
It would still be funnier than Team 4-Star, though.
Zing.
The thing is, I don't mind seeing comments like those, because I know eventually they're going to realize this series isn't for them and stop watching. And I want the people who shouldn't have Sergeant Frog abridged, like be the series they watch, leave, and so we can keep the smart people.
It's the chopping block, the testing, if you will.
You have been chopped.
Yes, exactly. Of course, we should go to a further extent and just start making theoretical physics jokes and things like that.
If we can make it funny, I will.
Totally.
Equations are funny.
Don't worry, we do have plenty of math jokes in this episode of Genesis.
For you smart people out there.
Yeah, it's so intelligent.
We get surprisingly highbrow and lowbrow at the same time.
Pretty much.
Okay. Actually, that reminds me. I saw, like, in my algebra class, someone came up with an equation whose answer is literally, it's over 9,000. And I thought, okay, I have to admit that's actually pretty clever.
Ew.
I know, but literally an equation with the answer ITS line 9,000. It's a division, like a fraction. And it actually works. And I was like, I should be angry, but I'm actually kind of impressed.
I thought it was clever when I saw a bill, someone who went out to eat, and he put in the tip section, he wanted to pay the tip of $3.14, but instead just drew the pi symbol. I thought that was pretty clever.
Oh, it's extra funny. Switch 314 around, you get the word pi.
Yeah, I've seen that.
That's a math humor for you guys. Even in the podcast, we're busy weeding you guys out.
It sounds really dumb if you fucking say
and then we look in the chat number starts dwindling little by little.
Like, I can't see fucking...
Oh, you guys are talking about that shit? Alright.
I can't see fucking frogs. What's this shit?
I was here for the funnies, not the math.
Couple explanations for why we did some of the bigger things we did in that episode. Why we made Elisa and Fiyuki a couple. Why not?
That's really the only answer we can give. Why the fuck not?
And why did we kill Momika? Why not?
Just throw your hands in the air and wave them like you just don't care, everybody.
Momika's dead.
Woo!
So is Boney.
No, it's funny though, because we're cool with the character now.
Yeah, like I remember like early in episode 2 when the first episode 2 when we really hated her, we wanted to kill her, and then when we liked her, it's like, you know what? Let's kill her anyway. It'll be cool.
Yeah, original episode 2, I told Yoshi, it was like, can we really kill her off? Will it be such a bad thing? It's like, no, she shows up in the movies, and then we kill her after we like her again. After we got a stable voice actor, no less.
Yeah, the other one was just insane.
Well, it was Lily, so yeah, kind of.
And now they're saying bring Momoka back.
I don't. Why you guys in the chat ask us about future episodes? Don't you kind of get why we're not going to tell you?
Yeah, and that's the people ask, oh, when's the Garo platoon coming? I can't fucking tell you.
Even if they are coming, they might not even be coming.
I know.
Why do you want to know? You might as well not watch the fucking series then if we tell you.
I know. Like, that's like asking, how's it gonna end?
For some reason, I just imagine the day that we tell them that we're going to do it, like the exact day when they're going to appear, all the audience members are going to put on those Garu platoon cosplays and sit at their computer and watch. We're like, I was ready for this day. And you know what? It'll be wasted time because it won't be that time either. We probably will lie.
We've done it before.
Or you just see like,
yeah, it's not the first time we've
like, or like you see their ship and they just explode. Yep, we killed them. Okay, moving on.
They're joining Momoka in hell.
Don't tempt us. It sounds like a good idea. Time to roll the word boom.
I kind of want to do that now. Just come back to Earth. Sorry, and you just see Paul. Oh, sorry, I sneezed.
Sorry, I popped my knuckle.
At the end of the Garo episode, Garo could rip off his skin, it would be Momoka.
No, at the end of the episode, Garo will rip off his skin and then die.
Well, I'm really...
Well, I got a secret to tell you. For real, I am... Ah!
Is that the secret?
He's not moving anymore.
Garo, I thought you were purple, not red.
Okay, let's move on.
Let's move on.
That's it for 13.
Yeah.
Oh, my chest.
14.
One thing I want to make perfectly clear, Moo Kuro is not Birdie, for fuck's sake. This is the second character we've had since introducing Birdie that people can only assume we're supposed to treat in the same way. Yes, Joriri and Moo Kuro kind of follow that writing mindset of Birdie where he says random shit, but you're supposed to take each one separately, in their own context. Like Joriri, he thought he was giving advice. He was really just being disturbing. Moo Kuro is dark. Like, again, we're getting really dark. Moo Kuro talks a lot about blood, if you notice.
Yeah, and you can actually have a conversation with her. Like, remember when she woke Koyuki up and she's like, oh, it took you an hour to make this?
Yeah, Moo Kuro isn't completely non sequiturs. She has an actual conscience. It's just a couple things she says are weird.
Well, to be fair, Birdie has a conscience, but we just don't know where his conscience exactly lies. We're learning that over time.
You need to take each of them separately. In fact, Moo Kuro only really has 2 or 3 really Birdie-ish moments to begin with. So I don't know why people are just making that connection automatically.
Maybe it's probably the tone of voice.
Maybe.
No, we only gave her that tone of voice because of the hair over the one eye. And her name apparently translates to corpse.
So, yeah.
So everything just kind of molded together to this really dull, creepy person.
I like to imagine she could sort of fit into Invader Zim world if she was an anime, but
That was not a mysterious voice. It's kind of obvious who Moo Kuro was.
I also like how when she falls, she just goes, I don't know, whatever.
I have samples of a Mellotron. I should have just taken one of the chorus. Oh. But that would have drawn too much attention.
Plus, it can't be Birdie because I had nothing to do with the writing process of this character, and so...
That's another thing. Yeah, like, you'll know it's Birdie when you see Travis's name's in the credit.
Because unless they rip some of the jokes out of our joke vault for Birdie, then... or occasionally ones that Thorn throws out there, a lot of it's just me rambling.
Yeah, then again, we do rip off Team Bulge Bomb, like as I said before. So.
Oh yeah, how dare Team Bulge Bomb rip off Midnight Frogs?
Those fuckers!
Have you told them you're ripping off their stuff?
I think he knows.
I think he knows by now. Hopefully.
He should. Anyway.
That's that. Moo Kuro is not Birdie.
Period, okay?
One of these things is not like the other things, and she's not definitely me. Alright, we're moving on.
And yeah, we are getting pretty dark with our series. I think it's because I'm watching a lot of British comedy. Like, even more so than usual.
It's like within the first 5 seconds you see Doro and you're like, okay, what the fuck just happened?
And the favorite part of it is Koyuki just doesn't care.
I know, she doesn't ask, oh my god, are you hurt? It's just, okay, what happened this time? Like, come on.
Like, she's like, hey, what happened? And you can see what happened. Like, she's being nice, but you can only assume then that Doro's blood is on the walls pretty frequently in that house.
I just like how he's singing it, like, before she comes in. But no, it was from Footloose. It's called Let's Hear It for the Boy. And I just thought it was hilarious. And just Doro's all like, let's hear it for the boy. Let's hear it for my man. My man! And yeah, like it's obvious, like you barely heard the song because he's like, my man! Let's hear it for my man! I love how you said it, though.
I love how he puts himself, by singing that way, I guess it's a way to make himself feel better, which is kind of funny. You know what makes me feel better? 80 songs!
Because the song's all peppy and like, yeah, woo, we're jumping and shit. This guy's like, yeah.
I don't know why I like Doro cry singing. It's always amusing.
Lonely dads!
As long as the song that's supposed to be happy sounding is when it kind of fits that, definitely. I'm walking on sunshine!
I get knocked down! I get up again!
Shiny happy people!
Shiny happy people holding hands. Nobody wants to touch my hand!
Not even moi.
Gura, hold my hand! For once in your damn life. Sorry about that.
I don't know what got over me.
But speaking of which, for those of you curious, yes, Doro did ask Guro to marry him in the post-credits. I'm very proud of you people who caught that reference, too.
Yes, from episode 4, remember when he was little Zero? And he asked Karo, you know, he thought, you know, best friends, marriage, and all that.
Friends forever?
But what? And then instant weight loss. So, congratulations to all of you who remembered. Good job.
Then he was talking to the ball? What?
Okay, oh, the book, okay?
No, he wasn't going to marry the ball.
Wait, the person...
Well, because you know how in the conversation... When they were in the conversation, they were looking at the counting down ball.
Wait, the person thought they were talking to the counter?
Smash thought he was counting the counter, yeah. Which is fine, except Guroro responds to him.
You're my only friend because you're always on!
I want a lever that I can't turn off. Well, I guess it has to be equipment again.
Beep.
Beep.
It just turns off!
It's a living. Whamp, whamp.
No, he was talking to Guro. But yeah. We're gonna see where that goes.
Yeah.
The season. I noticed putting a lot of weird pairings together in the series all of a sudden.
Well, they're the ones people support. I mean, Karo, Tama, let's see, Fuyuki, and the other...
Who do Karo?
Yeah, well, I guess, if you want to go that way, but...
Karo doesn't really have a pairing, he just fucks everything.
Yeah, it's kind of the thing with him. Like,
So
it's
the next
supposed to-
next episode should end with Caro fucking the counterball.
I have 173 days to spend with you, baby.
And the counter goes down faster. Karen's like, oh, fuck you too.
I don't need you anyway. I got like 3 others.
Can't make me quit you, babe.
When it gets down to 0, it'll just reset. You wait and see.
Motherfucker.
Of course, Kara Common is drawing a Kara-X counter now.
Thank you, Dwight.
Horn dog.
No, there's no Snake X Viper. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Snake, I'll shoot you with my gun, but I'll probably miss. I'm ready to make another bastard, son.
This will be fun. Let's go for crack bear.
Here's your sexy time.
George Albert X Urinal.
No, George and Todd.
Oh god. They finally just reconcile their differences after a passionate night.
No, see, that's like shitty fan fiction pairing.
It really is. I still like George Albert and his urinal.
They hate each other. Of course, the idea is they're gonna fall in love.
Yep.
Or maybe they don't fall in love, they just fuck.
Yeah, no, it's not even a love thing. It's more out of rage.
They make love. Like
I want to make you hurt!
It's like their idea of sex is like flushing a urinal down a toilet. It's not going through.
I see what you're trying to do and failing.
Okay, there we go. Hawk's ex Birdie.
Hey,
That's awkward sex right there. All they do is shout their own names.
No, it's just Birdie's just like, hey, what's going on, man? Pox! Yeah, I know. It's, how about you come over here and get comfortable? Pox! The night, that'd be such a loud / quiet night. Max and his melon.
We.
I came up with a new line for Max. Out of nowhere. That line I recorded for that was definitely improv, as you can tell.
Yeah. Don't say it.
I'm not. I don't.
Don't.
If we do a podcast for Jedders Bridge 3, we'll mention which one it is.
Mm-hmm. Bongo and
Man,
Gongo.
I'm having a good day today.
Who needs a toilet when you can flush it down a urinal?
Give it a minute. It's water. It'll erode.
It takes 36 years, but it will happen. I just imagine them going up I just imagine that hot air balloon going up in the air, them having outrageous rage sex in the balloon until it sinks.
Yeah. Is that the alarm or is that my heart?
No, it's my pacemaker.
Maybe that's why it exploded. They reached climax.
Oh God, that'll be horrible.
It's like they're living in Pleasantville or something.
Their body's heat is just putting so much hot air inside of the balloon and it pops.
It's their hot air that's making it.
Yeah, that's it. They don't need the fires. It's just like,
Yeah, we don't even need the fire, babe. We got our passion. So I can only be here for another 15 minutes, so we should probably move on.
Yeah, we should probably. Yeah, we're in the end. Fuck. All right.
Well, it's the moment none of you have been waiting for. We have a contest announcement. It's not a Yowie contest, so shut up.
Because that one didn't work well. We only had 6 entries.
Yeah. Well, we've got more of an audience now, so who knows? Yoshi, you want to announce it? Because you had the idea.
Yeah, sure. Okay. So, this new contest is going to be the Sergeant Frog Abridged contest. And what that means is we're going to hold a contest, and everybody who wants to participate has to make an abridged episode of Sergeant Frog. Your ideas. Meaning, you're going to come up with everything. You're going to get your own VAs, you're going to edit the episode, you're going to come up with your own jokes, you're going to put it on YouTube, and you're going to make a video response as, to the announcement video and all that. Won't that be fun? See how you fuckers like it?
Oh, Smash is saying, is he disqualified since he already has his own?
Well, he has his own, so I think we were going to bring that up, but I forgot.
I would say probably. Well, honestly, as long as there's not really going to be. It's probably going to be decided by you guys being the judges, right? Not like a vote system like that. Okay,
yeah,
so
no, we're not voting shit.
So yeah, I mean, I would say it's fair then because it's pretty much a fair standpoint. It's just he's done one before, so. But it doesn't mean we're going to judge you any differently than anyone else. So.
Yeah, it's like either he could make a new one if he wanted, or he could make the next episode of his. It's just the quality. That's
And yes, we do want it to be good.
Yeah, that's the main
Hence,
thing.
that's what we're judging it on. We're not. You made it. You win.
Like the main idea is basically, how there's almost no good Sergeant Frog abridges out there, and they either tend to have announcement videos, auditions, and all this shit, and they end up dying. Well, I want to see what would happen if we actually gave everybody the chance to actually make an abridged, actual effort here. We're not talking fucking amateur hour where you spend 5 fucking minutes on the thing. We want you to actually make, one as a good quality as ours. Let's see. The deadline is January 1st.
Due to it being the Midnight Frogs' second anniversary, we made the account on January 1st. Mm-hmm. There are a few things that if they're in your video, you are automatically disqualified right off the cuff.
Listen to these because we won't accept.
Yeah. Number 1, no memes. No memes. I don't care. I don't give a fuck if you had 7 minutes of the best, funniest shit ever. The minute I hear over 9,000 or screw the rule or whatever the fuck the new thing is with you kids, that it's done. It's dead. I don't want to see it. Number 2, no shitty ass mic quality. All right, or video quality. Meaning I don't want to see the freaking logo of freaking Cartoon Network or whatever the hell, and I don't want to hear people talking the mic quality must at least, you can fucking listen to it. It's not like you can't understand a fucking word.
Well, look at the first part of the look at the first part of the contest. Make it good. If these things exist, they're not good.
You have to make it audible. You can't have your little 3-year-old cousin, fucking yelling at the mic, attempting to be a cat, something like that.
Yeah. There are some mic qualities that can be kind of off, but they're forgivable. If they're unforgivable, it's disqualified.
Mm-hmm. And the video quality must also be good, and we're not going to tell you where we get ours. You figure it out yourself. It's kind of like a Survivor type thing, where you go and fucking do everything. Yeah, basically, and you make your own little house with whatever the fuck you find. And then we're going to rate your house and see if it sucks or not. Let's see.
Here, I have a rule you can add to it. You can't use any of us as voice actors. You got to find your own.
Oh yeah, well, that was pretty obvious.
Well, I didn't want people. Yeah, you have to say these things because they might, come up to one of us and go, "Hey, could you voice this person for it?" So.
No, that is part of the rules. You have to gather your VAs yourself. Mm-hmm. You have to gather the videos yourself and edit yourself. It's your shit.
There's a number of places to grab voice actors. Voice Acting Alliance, you can get them off of YouTube. If you are confident enough in your voiceovers, you can do it yourself. Either way.
There are no reliable places to find voice actors.
Okay, fair enough.
But bit of advice since it's not bad to say it. What we do is we go to people to get voice actors. So if you're confident enough, you can try doing that, or you can, if you know people who are might be the good voices for you, you can try that. Obviously, it can't be any of us.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just, that's a bit of advice for you guys, especially if you're just starting out, which, ugh,
Plus,
I
I'd have to say this is kind of a priority thing, is that you don't necessarily have to be the best editor in the world, but I think as long as the jokes are better, that's the priority, is how good the jokes are.
Yeah, the main thing is, if it's really funny, then you're probably gonna have a good shot of winning. If it's not funny, and you have like the best editor ever, and I just spent fucking 8 minutes of my life watching shit, then it's shit.
It can be any episode, I'd imagine. It doesn't have to be the first.
Yeah,
Unless you want to make it to where everyone has kind of a standpoint of having to be the same episode.
No.
It'd be up to you guys, because I mean, it might make it a little bit easier for structure's sakes.
Well, for me, I just pick any episode you want.
Yeah.
You can even do ones we've done.
Yeah. The main point of this is to make a good parody of it. We prefer funny videos, like we prefer emphasis on comedy. But if, for whatever reason, any of you could pull off like a serious or dramatic Sergeant Frog parody, we're down with that as well. We prefer comedy, but if any can pull off, the main point is making it good, because so far there are barely any good Sergeant Frog Abridged series out there.
Mm-hmm. And the last rule is no intro or title sequences. By that, I mean I don't want to see a 2-minute fucking opening of your stupid show. You didn't do anything. All you did was grab a bunch of clips from random episodes and put them together to a shitty song that I hate. You have no idea how many times I've seen like a quote-unquote trailer for like the stupid abridged, and it's just a bunch of fucking clips gathered together, and then when the real episode comes out, they put the same fucking thing in, and it's 2 minutes long, and there's no... Thank you. I needed that. No. That's automatic disqualification. I don't want to fucking see it. Like, if it's like a 5-second thing, like, hey, this is like a thingy my bobber face made it, like, that's cool, but not, like 30 seconds of, fucking nothing, and I don't care.
Okay, so for doing this, what is their prize?
Well, yes, we do have prizes. Very good ones, in fact.
Yeah.
Should we start with runner-up? Make it more woo, the grand prize.
Build it up a bit.
Yeah. Sure. There will only be one runner-up. The runner-up will get their picture placed in episode 19 of Sergeant Frog Abridged in place of album covers. And I'm still trying to decide if it would be like their one picture over and over again, or if they wanted, they could send in multiple, and I could place them around. Basically, it's you instead of an album cover. Or any picture you want, really.
Mm-hmm. And the grand prize is you get both Funimation Sergeant Frog Season 3 DVDs, and you get your choice of an SFA t-shirt.
We have 3 t-shirt ideas in line right now. Let's see, one of them is, I know a lot of people on the Facebook page wanted this, a Todd's Toilets shirt. Another is Giriro holding out a hand saying, "Real men live on blank." It's a customizable t-shirt idea, basically. You could put in Kool-Aid powder you want, glass of Kool-Aid, whatever, something like that. And the third one is I'm with Lonely. It's mostly text, I'm with Lonely, and an arrow pointing up to the wearer.
And I actually have an official shirt. I'm the first one to have one of that. Thank you.
Yoshi has the prototype for that. So those are the 3 SFA t-shirt ideas. Your choice of those. Like I said, the deadline is in January 1st because I don't get my next financial aid payment until January 20th. So it's going to be a little while, but you should hopefully get your prizes by the end of January.
Not only that, but the grand prize winner also gets their picture placed in the season finale of of Sergeant Frog Abridged. Pretty cool, eh?
Yeah, episode 20. Runner-up gets episode 19.
Mm-hmm.
We better make a video of this so more people can see it, just in case.
We're gonna.
Yeah,
we're gonna make a video because not everybody comes to this thing.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I'll be taking this, putting it into an announcement video, putting it up on YouTube. That's where you want to make make your episodes a video response to that announcement video when it goes up. And that's pretty much it. Make a good Sergeant Frog parody, and you can win DVDs, a T-shirt, and a placement in an episode instead of album covers.
Won't that be great?
We're paying for everything. We're paying for the T-shirt, DVD, shipping, and everything.
Yeah, we'll take care of everything. All you have to do is make a good quality video. And no, even if you win, you're not going to be part of the Midnight Frogs. You're just going to win.
No. Well, I will say, we've always had a don't call us, we'll call you kind of attitude towards that. So if you end up being a really good voice actor, surprisingly, not guaranteeing we'll find you a place, but it puts you that much closer to being someone we would want to contact if we needed a voice.
Yeah, that's like a 5% chance right there.
It's better than nothing.
It puts you in better standing, I'll say that.
Yeah. We won't say you're a useless piece of shit like everybody else, but you know.
So that's pretty much it.
On that sweet note.
Yeah!
That's all the announcements. That's everything we want to talk about. All right, guess that's the end of the podcast. Thanks everyone for showing up. See you around, everyone.
Good night, everybody.